Hello everybody. Today we're looking on path number 9 in 10 by book 18's Path of Joyful Life from Baal Shem Tov. So let's look on path number 10. It's called Better Smart Than Sad. Happiness is not a goal. It is strategy, your most vital strategy. So vital the enemy will do whatever it can to destroy it. And the best way to destroy your happiness is with guilt. So who is the enemy? Enemy is your Yetzer Hara. And Yetzer Hara tries to make you sad and be depressed and not to be happy. The bite of the snake does not kill. Its poison does. The bite is the sin itself. The poison is that voice inside you that whispers, you failed, you're a loser, you're mine. So many who set out on spiritual paths become trapped in the snare of obsessive guilt. It's mean so many people are taken out by Yetzer Hara from their joyful and happy life to serve to Hashem, because they coming back to this thinking of what's wrong they've done in the previous days. So the Baal Shem Tov therapy for these people is to recognize that voice inside you, that this is a voice is your enemy, and you're perfectly capable to ignoring it entirely. Sometimes the evil impulse will deceive you. It will fool you, blaming you for major transgressions, when really all you've done is neglect, ignore on some extra details, or perhaps not committed to any transgression at all. It means sometimes it is a right voice to telling you that you've done something wrong. You have to stop and think about that and analyze, and it's really not by way of Torah. You have to do teshuvah, you have to analyze it and not to go back at this again and ask forgiveness from Hashem. But this is the voice that just taking you out from to be happy and serve Hashem with joy. Then this is the wrong voice. This is the Yetzer Hara that just try to take you out from this present moment. So be wise. Tell back to that impulse and say, I'm not going to pay attention to this extra detail that you're telling me about. I know you intend to stop me from serving my Creator. So I know that you're speaking lies. So when whatever you hear this voice in your head, you have to tell back, it kind of you tell to yourself that you are not going to pay attention to this. Yet even if there is a bit of sin here, what pleasure does my Creator have from misery into which you are going to manipulate me? Certainly, it's greater pleasure if I pay no attention to this and instead serve Him with joy. That would have to tell back to the voice. Just don't disturb me, go away. I'm here, I'm concentrate, I'm serving to Hashem with joy. After all, I'm not doing this for my own benefits, but to bring pleasure before Hashem. So when I ignore this, technically, you caught me with, my Creator will not hold me against me, since I'm ignoring it at all, and I can continue to serve Him. How could I lose even a moment from His service? So this is a first principle of serving Creator, to be aware, careful of sadness possible, that you have to be aware about yourself, you have to know your body, and you have to try to get this feeling when this voice is wrong, that just try to make you depressed and just take you out from the present moment. That this is the one when you feel it's over you, like you really few days in depression, or you really weeks thinking about something that happened before. Then this is, you have to stop, understand, and tell to this voice that just go back and don't disturb me. I'm not paying attention to it. The path number 10 we call bad tears, good tears. There are two reasons a person might cry. One is because is in pain and there is nothing left to do but cry. The other if something holds me back from attaining my desire. So it just ripped me away and just refrain me to reach my goal. So the first cry is a cry of hopelessness, when you don't know what to do. You just cry on yourself, and you just go in this condition that you cannot see clearly. So this is wrong tears. The second is a cry of joy. One comes close to the light, cries out to reach it, and all the ugly baggage of the past fall away. And the second cry, the right cry, then when you want to reach the spiritual level, or you want to, for example, pray with your heart, but now you cannot do it, and you are cry out that you cannot reach this light, and really we bond up in the way it's supposed to be with Hashem. Maybe it's a lot of thinking coming to your head, and always you pray, you cannot concentrate on it, and but you really want it, and this is a cry from your soul to be bond up with this divine light. Crying is very bad, and one must serve God with joy. The only exception when you cry from joy and bonding with Hashem, then this is the very good. Again, always to be aware and keep this balance when you hear this voice in your head about yourself. If you hear this voice that's blaming you all the time and don't give you, just be happy, and always all your mind is going inside this thinking, then this is the wrong voice, and this is the wrong tears. So you have to be happy and concentrate, be positive, and continue in what to involve now with more joy and with more inspiration.